Hi, I'm Jakey Harris, and I have been a real estate agent for going on almost 10 years now. Today, we're going to make Nutella Pumpkin Spice Bars from the October Better Homes and Gardens magazine. This is a very simple recipe. You can whip it up in just a few minutes, and it takes a little more than 20 minutes to cook. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my smaller bowl, and I'm going to add in my flour, which I've already added in my baking powder, my soda, and my kosher salt. Next, I'm adding in all my dry ingredients together. Next, I'm going to add in nutmeg, ginger, and there's another spice here, cinnamon. Or you can add in the pumpkin spice, and that's what I'm going to do is just add in, so it's already all in here. You don't have to measure it out. And then we're just going to whisk these items together. Now we're going to mix in all of our wet ingredients. And those ingredients are going to be a can of pumpkin, and then we have a half a cup of vegetable oil, nothing fancy. Then we're going to add in 2 large eggs, and some vanilla. You can use whatever kind of vanilla you want. I don't ever measure my vanilla out. I just pour some in, but it says a teaspoon. And then we're going to that all up. This is such an easy recipe. Then I'm using one extra secret ingredient. I've made this recipe before, and I felt like it needed a little bit of richness. So I'm just adding in a little bit of espresso powder. You can use some coffee if you want to as well. It just enhances all the flavors and mends them together. Once I've incorporated all that together, I'm going to dump it into my wet mixture. And then I'm just going to mix it up. Baking pan that we have lined with parchment paper, and I like to fold it and crease it in there because if you don't, it'll kind of collapse in on itself. So we're going to take this and just start spreading it in there. Just smooth it out, make it all nice and pretty. Take it to the edges. And see why you wanted to have the paper creased, so it's going to look pretty, because we're going to take this out later and cut it into pretty bars. Now is the fun part. We're going to take our Nutella, and I'm just going to, you don't need a lot. I think it calls for half a cup of Nutella. You don't need that much. I'm going to take it and I'm going to pop it in the microwave. So now's the fun part. What I like most about being a realtor, Meg, is that I get to help people make one of the most important decisions of probably their life, financial decisions, plus where they're going to raise their families, where they're going to live, where they're going to make their memories. And I get to be a part of that experience, which is very, very enriching to my life as well. What I like about working with Better Homes and Gardens is that it's home. And I feel like I'm with my people, my family, and we all share the same values.